We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. He'll get it inside the 20.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both got... And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On the set. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Shot. 17.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
Here's 2nd and 10.
10 cycles.
They'll set up to throw.
Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
97. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll get this out to about the 42. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Ready.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
The Saints sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Trouble. 38.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
52 blasted. Fight 60.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Clock 10. Ready.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Needle. Hut.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Drill, 52. Ready?
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
We're good.
Here's Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kendre Miller, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A.J. Brown laying himself out in the end zone. And the Eagles are able to move back in front. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Now a 2nd and 6.
White. That's it.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
After the penalty, it's Miller. Taking it right down Broadway.
He's on his way.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
White down.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. They find some open field here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
What's up?
Up the middle, Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
694.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man complete.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
63.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to...
And this throw will be intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So a 2nd NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year 1.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was.
Touchdown! A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Hurts. And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
And now they'll shift things around. Right back to Swift again on second down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now, as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. He's going to let it go again.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. There he goes, left side. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, 734.
Carr going to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much?
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here's Swift.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
What's up?
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space.
16-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Now Carr changing the formation. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And quickly, they get to the line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
63, 63,
From down at the
63.
12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, pass. Now let's get it. Tiger Hornet.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Man open left side is Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles.
A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Express. '93. That's it.
Here's Carr. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
In motion right, Peoples-Jones.
You're mine. Later, 9. 29. That's it.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Later, 9.
3rd and 4.
1. Later, 1.
Now Carr. Touchdown, Saints. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team bones it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
73.
And he'll work
this forward for about 3 at second down. From the 43, here's second down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to midfield. They run out of the gun with Swift. They'll take this to the 46.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Okurebunom.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Once again, it's Swift. Gets around him. Taken down at the 30.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Second and 6.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. To throw is Carr. That is called in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Kill. Raider 2.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Express. Express. Raider one. That's it.
Now Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. This is 1st and 10.
63.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29.
Never picking against you again, SMH.
Maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They go to Johnson again.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as